Time now for Sid 60. This is where I get 60 seconds to talk about whatever I want. It's my birthday. I'm going to talk about whatever I want. Start the clock, please. Here's what's on my mind this morning. The Toronto Blue Jays announced this past Friday that major renovations are going to happen at Rogers Centre over the next few years. Lower Bowl is going to get completely replaced. Plus, Toronto's going to revamp its player facilities in order to make it look more like their state-of-the-art complex down in Dunedin, Florida, which is really nice. Work starts this coming off season, should be completed by the beginning of the 2024 campaign. Here's my problem. This story, like many before it, get people into the headspace where they want to bash Rogers Centre. It's not good enough. It's too old. It's cavernous. Stories like this usually begin a lot of big picture conversations about the old lady on Bremner. Let me tell you something. Stop bashing Rogers Centre. It's ours. It's Toronto. So it makes the city great. And guess what? When it's raining on game day, we still get a game day because of the roof. Remember that next time you want to rip it. Sometimes old things are good too, as I celebrate my 45th birthday. Ben Nicholson-Smith joining us from Clearwater, Florida. He's covering spring training. Benny, love you. Great to see you. The renovations in terms of what the fans should expect in that lower bowl and what this does to maybe recruiting players, is this a game changer here, do you think?
I think for fans, it'll help. I mean, you're looking at a stadium that, and I agree with you, Sid. I think that it definitely gets maybe a bit of a bad rap. It's a ballpark that definitely works, but there's still room to upgrade it. Turn some of the lower bowl, a little bit of the seating toward the diamond, toward the field of play, a little bit less toward the outfield. That would be one change. And try to make it a bit more fan-friendly with some different spaces for fans. It's just time to refresh it a little bit. And there still is that bigger picture question as to what happens 20 or 30 years down the road for a stadium in Toronto.
You know, Mark Shapiro, the president of this team, I mean, doing something with this ballpark has been an itch he's been wanting to scratch for a long time. But I think at the end of the day, what I find fascinating here, Ben, and we've heard rumors about what Rogers want to do with the real estate and whatnot, you cannot beat the location of that park. I have yet to hear an idea in this city about a new ballpark. First off, open air ballpark in this city, that's nuts. I think it's crazy. Because people forget there have been Aprils in this town where they played 4 home games because of the rain. Secondly, you can't beat that area. I feel like it's not perfect, but I feel like we got to keep it where it is. I'm a huge fan of where it is.
Yeah, and I think that, as you say, the location's ideal. There is history there. The roof serves a great purpose. It would be awesome to connect it better to the city, you know, to really feel the skyline, to feel maybe the lake, because it is in a great location, and sometimes you don't feel that. There are ways to do that. I think the history of the team, too, could be celebrated better. But, you know, it's funny, in baseball, we expect so much of stadiums, right? Like here in Tampa, where I am now, there's Raymond James Stadium where the Buccaneers play, and it's just a stadium. You know, in baseball, we expect so much from these places.
No doubt. We're going to dive a lot more into the Jays in the days and weeks ahead, because opening day for the Jays is a week from this Friday at Rogers Centre against Texas. It's going to be a good year. We'll focus on baseball more. Ben Nicholson-Smith of Sportsnet. If you're not following him on Twitter, you're not doing baseball right, Ben. Appreciate you. Take care.
Thanks, Sid. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Ben. The kind Ben Nicholson-Smith joining us live from Clearwater, Florida. He's covering the Jays in Dunedin. Baseball season almost here.